Hey, this is Curious here. You know, something's got me a little bit annoyed. I think we finally got proof that YouTube is not only driving an ideological bias viewpoint, but it's also driving drama. And maybe it's just, I can't see how this would be automated. Someone had to freaking physically write this description down. Let me explain what it is. I'm obviously, there's the YouTube drama between SantoroArbour and Matthew Santoro, right? You know, it's become a big, you know, he's got this crying video, and he said he was abused, and she said, no, he's abusing his platform. He said, she said. There's a breakup that went messy, right? Who knows what really happened? You know, there's differing reports on who broke up with who, and how freaking, you know, who was actually being abusive, and who was, you know, being involved. And I think there's some implications of possible cheating going on, or stalking-like behavior on the other hand. You know, I don't know. Two comedians vying for freaking YouTube celebrityship. And, you know, you would think, at its best, YouTube would be dismissive of any kind of interpersonal drama on its website, right? When you think a little bit, you know, they're usually, when it comes to people with lesser views or aren't freaking, their views aren't artificially drummed up, or at least they have a partner or someone or a content creator, which is above a partner, you know, or somebody on YouTube hasn't gotten to a point where they're like, for YouTube, too big to fail. You know, they're Google royalty now. You know, and once you make it to that point, it's like you've got you're a freaking rogue nation that's got the bomb. You know, because your views are the bomb. And you start getting content, you start getting handled. You know, you get conditions, and you start contacting YouTube, finding out this and that, and you start putting out content that's, you know, compliant with their ideas of a money standard for standardized entertainment. It's true. You know, no one really cares what I'm saying. Some people in the mid-ranges where they get 100,000 views of video, you know, that starts getting a little important, right? You start getting noticed a little bit. But if you get a fantastic view that just blows up, but it's not popular, but it is infamously freaking successful, it has notoriety enough to be freaking noticed, you know, you either get in line with what their agenda is, or, you know, you friggin' get downplayed, or maybe you even get bumped. Who knows, right? Follow this for a second, because all this is about is what I found on the YouTube trending. I've seen Matthew's video. I've seen Nicole's response. You know, you'd think YouTube would just friggin' play that down. I think they play with algorithms. As a matter of fact, it's been said they play with algorithms. Bumping some people up, bumping some people down, right? And here's another thing I found that's just completely abhorrent. In the trending tab, And if you notice in the trending tab now, on people who are promoted content, like Matthew Santoro, he's everywhere, all the time. In your face, in the frigging, on the trending, on the homepage, he's just there, every other video. The bald head and the big eyes, and like, it's like, okay, alright. I was sub to him for a little while. I just saw it was a front page YouTuber, I like to call him, generated content. And I'm like, okay, every once in a while I click on his videos, they're entertaining. Now, I found out about SantoroArbour, and I'm like, oh, this is great, I love this. I don't know what she'd be like in her personal life. It's easy to vilify the woman, especially if the man is politically correct and the woman isn't politically correct. Okay. She's trying to recreate the genie in the bottle with Dear Fat People. She's really pulled away from it and done her comedy, but been politically correct about it. A little shock, but a lot of friggin' compliance. You could see it. But what do we see? Because, somebody doesn't like that. Somebody's out there that's saying, no, after Dear Fat People, you are not savvy. No matter how much you try to friggin' course correct. So what do we get? And this is where I think YouTube is really being disingenuous and a little bit villainous. On the trending tab, there's a video for the trending tab that goes, 50 things to blow your mind. And there's Matthew Santoro's face, as usual, right? Okay, that's fair. He puts out content. Okay, great, But the insidious thing, the thing I really object to, and what I really kind of hate friggin' YouTube, friggin' generating their content, and promoting their content makers and penalizing people like me. I think they do. I think they downplay the algorithm, right? With their little, have to watch it for 30 seconds, and all their little tricks, whether you up thumb or down thumb a video, it adds to the algorithm. That's a little trick they use, because a big YouTuber, if he gets thumbed down, well, that still adds to it, all that stuff. But let me read what there's these little ads, Jar Jar Binks has been declared a Sith Lord, or, or is Jar Jar Binks a Sith Lord, or something that shows, Smelly Cat made 3.5 million, here's the response, Smelly Cat 2, there's these little blurb ads above some of these videos now in the trending column. I know you've all seen them, right? Well, if you go to the trending column. But here's one that I think YouTube really crossed the line. Let me read it. Santoro recently made news after uploading a personal video discussing his past abusive relationship. And it's used to promote another video. It isn't even going to that video. YouTube is promoting drama and freaking ideology. That's not their job. They shouldn't even be involved in freaking promoting content. They should let it happen organically. It's completely wrong, and it's friggin'... And there's issues with the whole issue with friggin' drama. I don't want them to friggin', I said in this video recently, they shouldn't promote drama, they should downplay it. But maybe I shouldn't even said that. Maybe it should just happen organically. You know, maybe what we need is the old system where we had stars and we had, and, you know, and you could tell, and everything on the video, you couldn't disable the ratings. So you could always see the ratings, you could always see the date, you could always see the view count, and, you know, maybe they should have another thing, like you run your mouse over it, or touch it, if you're on a tablet, and you get a preview before you click on it. You know, so you get some idea whether you even want to freaking click on that video and give that person your view. Because after I read this, I don't really want to give Matthew Santoro any more of my views. I really don't. You know, maybe I'm favoring Nicole Arbour more on this thing, because I'm kind of leaning that way, to be honest, a little bit. Because I like her raunchy comedy, and she stood up to the people on the friggin' View, you know, or the Talk, or whatever that crap, daytime friggin' them Nazi crap is, you know. And I like friggin' raunchy comedy, right? And I'm fat, and I like dear fat people. So what, right? You know, and if she's got a problem in her personal life, well, hey, that's her problem, you know. Hope she's okay. Hope Matthew's okay. That's just real life. It's none of our businesses. You know, unless it's like some titillating gossip. But it's not something YouTube should be using to promote other videos that are content driven. That's just bullshit. Don't you think so? I do. And that's what I got to say.